welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am Shelly, and if you've already been here, as always, thank you guys so much for supporting my channel by clicking on this video, and welcome back. Now in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys this look. I don't really know what to call it yet. It's giving like bronze. Whenever I have this hair color, I just want to do bronzed makeup looks. So that's what it's giving right now, but I don't know what the title is. Anyway, I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieve this makeup look, as well as how I get these loose waves in my hair. And we're also going to be chit-chatting. I asked you guys over on my Instagram account last week some topics that you guys wanted to discuss with me today, and I kind of spilled a little bit of tea. So be sure to stay until the end of the video, and if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the post notifications so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Be sure to follow me over on Instagram at iamShelly. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the look. Have you guys memorized my intro yet? I know y'all be singing my intro song, but like, have y'all memorized my intro? Because I say the same thing. I need to switch it up. But anyway, so first we are going to get into this hair. This hair is from UNice. This is their Auburn Brown 22-inch loose wave wig. It has the 13x4 parting space. So I'm just waiting on my curls to fall. I did just curl my hair. I'll go ahead and insert a clip for you guys. These curls only took me 10 minutes. I did them much tighter than I want my hair to actually be, because once it falls, then it's gonna fall how I want it to look, which is a nice wavy look that I'm going for the day. Here is how I curl my hair. I have a video on my channel of how I do this, but it is very easy, and I always curl my hair like this because it takes me no time. And once my curls fall, it's going to look so nice, kind of like that throwback loose wave that everyone used to love. But I absolutely love this color on me. It's so pretty. It just goes so nicely with my skin tone. I've been wanting to go ginger or go like the cinnamon auburn color for so long. So I was super excited when UNice reached out to me to partner in this video. I'm just gonna finish curling my hair, let you guys watch me, and then we will get into the makeup. I guess that's a no. So I just pushed my hair back out of my face so that I can get my makeup done. But I did just do my skincare, and I actually just uploaded a video of my skincare routine / makeup prep. So be sure to check that out. I will link it up above for you. Lately, I have really been making it a point to bring a lot more drugstore products onto my channel. I've been using a lot of high-end lately, you know, and I just know that that's not realistic for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people don't want to spend their hard-earned cash on so many different products, because I know y'all be influenced. Let's bring the drugstore products in, okay? And I'm actually really excited because I went to, I think Walmart? Yeah, I went to Walmart the other day and I got this foundation. It's Oma Beauty by Sharon C. I have not watched any tutorials on this. I have not heard about this foundation. I don't know if I'm living under a rock, but if you guys have tried it, let me know in the comments down below. Did you like it? What's tea? I didn't know anything about it, so I really wanted to try it out. And then with that, I also wanted to use all drugstore products in this video, so this will be a drugstore tutorial. This is the Flawless in Real Life Skin Perfecting Foundation. I'm using the shade Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar? So corny. But I'm using the shade Brown Sugar T3. Let me put it on the back of my hand so I can let it warm up just in case it doesn't match. Oh yeah, I think that's a good match. And I'm just using this E.L.F. Duo Complexion Brush. Okay, so blend that out. Oh my god. What? This is bomb. I have been asleep. My skin looks so good. Wow. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I'm gonna see if it's buildable. The coverage appears to be medium to full coverage. Let me see if it says, yep, medium to full coverage. I'm gonna put it in the areas where I need a little more, just a little more coverage. I asked you guys over on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. I asked you guys to send me some topics that you guys wanted to chat about. You guys sent over a lot of different questions that I didn't think you guys would ask about, because last time I did this, a lot of you wanted to know just like a lot of makeup related questions, but this time y'all wanted the tea. So I screen recorded all of these and I'm just gonna read them as I go. So someone asked, how do you balance keeping yourself together, working, vlogs, being a mom, and dog mom? Girl, my life easily falls apart while it's falling together. I don't know, like I have to create a routine in order for me to be able to stay on pace. One of my friends, she said to me, like, there is no way you have the same amount of hours in a day that I have, because I get so much done in a day, but it's honestly, I start my days very early in the morning. The latest that I start my day is probably 7:30 in the morning. So I start my days very early. Honestly, it gets so hard. My daughter wants to do every single sport. The dog has separation anxiety and cannot be away from me for an extended period of time. So I'm almost like I'm bringing him with me on my Target runs. Honestly, this Mercury retrograde really screwed me over because I was so unproductive. And I don't know, just this week, I have been feeling much more productive. Like I want to get more done. I want to do more things. I'm more motivated. And I just was not. Like the last few weeks, I was not motivated. I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't feel like getting out of bed. I created a routine and I just try to stick with it, starting my days earlier so that I don't have to stay up late at night, even though I do still stay up late at night, but I don't have to if I don't want to. But the best bet, honestly, is creating a routine, writing in a planner, preparing for your day ahead the night before. I am an extremely organized person, so I always prepare for my next day the day before. And maybe what I'll do is like a day in my life routine so that you guys can kind of see, or maybe I'll do like a morning routine, night routine, do a day in my life, just a few other content ideas that I have in the works. Having a routine is what helps me stay on pace. That's just like, for me, I have to have a grocery list when I go into a store. Otherwise, I'm just like, should I even go into this store, you know? Okay, so someone said work life. A lot of you guys had questions about my work-life balance. She also said work-life, well, what she said was work-life balance, being a mom, or a story time about becoming a mother. New mother here. Congratulations, girl. So, okay. I don't think that I should do the story time about me becoming a mom in this video because that story time is actually, it's actually juicy. My life is quite interesting and embarrassing. So I try to keep the two separated, but I don't mind telling y'all because I'm not ashamed. It's just a lot of things that I went through are embarrassing. I'll give like a shrunk down version. Basically, I got pregnant at 18. I had my daughter when I was 19, so technically, I guess teen mom. The story is just ghetto. It's very ghetto. The whole situation was just very, very ghetto. So stay tuned for that because I'm gonna do like a few story times. I got some dating story times too that I need to tell you guys about. To conceal underneath my eyes and to highlight, I used Deep Chestnut to conceal and I use Deep Olive to highlight. My face looks so good that I do not even want to cream contour. So I'm not going to, I'm just gonna bronze. I'm using one of my favorite drugstore bronzers. It's the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. And I'm just gonna bronze. Someone said, why did you delete your old videos, especially the green eyeshadow one? I think that was your first video. So that was not my first video, but I deleted my older videos just because I didn't really like the quality. I filmed those videos like 5 years ago. As you guys know, technology is just completely different now. So I just felt like they didn't really have a place anymore on my channel. I didn't delete them completely, but they are hidden. Maybe what I'll do is just unlist them so that if you guys want, you can go back and see how shy I was and timid and just, I don't know. Yeah. So someone said your relationship with your baby daddy, how you're co-parenting. No, I'm just kidding. We have a good co-parenting relationship, how I would prefer it. I don't want to be at odds with him. I feel like he and I are family forever. And when we did have our rough patches throughout the years, honestly, that affected my daughter so much that it's just not worth it. I am not a confrontational person anymore. So it just wasn't worth it to me to have that toxic relationship when we share a child. We don't have anything to beef about. I mean, look, it just is what it is. So yeah, I do have a very good co-parenting relationship with my daughter's dad. She goes to his house a lot. She's with me a lot. She has a room at his house. She has a room at my house. So it's a really good situation what we have going on here. My daughter does not even remember a time when her dad and I were together. So it is all good over here. Someone said, I want to do YouTube, but my video gets stuck on 17 views. I want to quit. A lot of you had YouTube related questions. So I kind of want to touch on this real quick. You guys. YouTube. One thing that I will say about YouTube and trying to establish yourself, it's much more work than what people think it is, I guess. We could say, okay, you sit down, you film a video, you edit, you know, whatever, but like your edits have to be engaging, your content has to be engaging, your thumbnail honestly is the most important part. Hands down, thumbnail. If you have a good thumbnail, guaranteed your video will start to get traffic. When you see an Instagram account, one of the things that makes you click on that profile is the profile picture. That's what you have to think about with the thumbnail. One of the things that is gonna make people click on your videos is your thumbnail. Or even just talking about topics that are engaging. People love drama. Talk about your life, things that are relatable. Do videos that are relatable or that are teaching people things or what have you. Things like that get views. A, like I said, people love drama. B, there are so many people in the world who want to continuously learn. I watch YouTube for entertainment purposes and because I want to learn. Whenever I want to learn something new, or if I see like wig installation videos, I watch all the time. I'm always watching wig installation videos or makeup tutorials. I watch makeup tutorials so much, and I wish that more people would put out makeup tutorials because I honestly will lay around for like a full day and watch every single makeup tutorial that pops up in my recommended or on my subscription list. Vlogs are super popular, so if you have like this fun, outgoing personality, vlog more. People like aesthetically pleasing, you know, type of content. So if you offer that, that is something that will get a bunch of views. The ideas are endless. You just have to find your niche. Once you find your niche, then you stick with that. I think a lot of people lose the engagement once they start to branch out and try to do like other things that people didn't come to your channel for. So say for instance, me with doing makeup tutorials, that's what brings a lot of people to my channel. When I started to introduce vlogs, I kind of would do like, you know, like sprinkle in a vlog here and there. And even though vlogs don't do as well on my channel as makeup tutorials, people are still getting to see me, and that's how they're finding me more. And they start to engage with my other content. It's like, oh, she doesn't just do makeup tutorials, she also does vlogging and does skincare videos and, you know, things like that. So I hope that helps. I just kind of went off on like a tangent. What's the next thing? How has your life changed now that you're influential? I like that. That's a good question. Let me do my eyebrows first and I will answer that one. The eyeshadow palette that I'm using is the E.L.F. Electric Mood by Tiana Major. Is it Tiana Major 9? I don't know. But yes, so I'm gonna use this palette here. Beautiful colors, gorgeous. I'm actually just gonna keep it very simple. I'm gonna go in with this shade here. It sort of reminds me of Cork from MAC. I'm gonna put that all over my lid. So to answer the question, how has your life changed now that you're influential? There are so many beautiful things that come with being an influencer. One of my favorite things about being an influencer is meeting different people from all over the place. Like basically you openly expose yourself to people from all over. And I've always loved that. I even loved that when I was doing makeup because I just got to meet so many new people. And even though I have this like weird social awkwardness, I still love meeting new people. The only thing that I can think of, like the downside of being an influencer, is that someday I could be so big that all of the things that I've done in my past that are morally wrong could potentially come up and everyone would know about it. I'm going into this chocolate brown. It's in the shade Braided Tresses. Oh, I like the names in this palette. I'm gonna use this again. But as I was saying, it's just some of the things are embarrassing and I would rather not have thousands of people know about it. Someone did ask me about like negative comments and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. Negativity has no room here. There's no room here for it. I don't entertain it. I don't give it life. It's what you respond to, you give life to. So if I don't respond to it, I'm not giving it any room to grow. So how do I respond to and deal with negativity? The answer is simple. I don't. A lot of you guys had questions about motherhood. You guys, motherhood is the trenches. It is the ghetto. No, I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I love being a mom. I absolutely love being a mom. It is a title that I wear with so much pride and honor. I love being a mom. My daughter is the absolute best, honestly. The child is so compassionate and just loving. She's funny. She like, God was like, oh, you need this. You had a rough life. Here you go. I got something for you. God looked out for me when he brought me her. How to stop being judgmental on yourself. Someone said how to stop being judgmental on yourself. Let me tell you, we are all our biggest critics. Everyone has insecurities. Everyone has insecurities. Let me just give you a little tip from someone who deals with weight fluctuation every other week. I am learning to love my body, every inch, every roll, every ingrown hair, I guess, every stretch mark, every war wound that is on my body. I see it. I know it's there. I acknowledge it. Hey, how you doing? My body is made up of countless imperfections. I used to be very hard on myself when it came to like my body and stuff and like my image, but now, girl, please. Girl, please. get up every day. I get dressed up. I like to look good so that I can feel good. I don't do it for nobody else. I do it only for me. Focus on the number one person that matters, whose happiness matters in your life, which should be you. Whether that is your career or your personal or relationship, whatever, no matter what it is that you feel like you are really hard on yourself about, when you genuinely love yourself. When I say this, because it took me, honestly, it took me years to get to this place. But when you genuinely love yourself, like I'm talking about wake up in the morning, look yourself in the mirror and love the reflection, love the person that is looking back at you, nothing will ever get you to that place where you feel like you're not good enough. No matter what you do in this life, please, I beg every person who is watching this video, no matter what you do in this life, focus on yourself first. Get your mental right before you enter a relationship or a situation or become a mother. Before you insert yourself into the life of another person, get yourself right. Focus on yourself, love yourself, go on a self-love journey. Do what it is that you need to do so that you don't bring your issues and your problems into another person's life. That is how projection happens. People start to project their insecurities and their problems onto another person. So whenever I'm feeling hard on myself or like I'm being too judgmental of myself, I take a step back and I'm just like, look, okay, like, listen, life is way too short to be anything but happy. I had to realize that within this last year, you guys. Like when I tell you this last year changed my life. Once I give you guys the story time about my pregnancy and all of that, it'll make sense. But I used to be extremely hard on myself and everyone around me was hard on me too. And there are still days that are much harder than others. And I feel like I'm just like, okay, I cannot do this today, or I could have done this better. Like say for instance, whenever I put out a YouTube video and I'm like, ugh, like I want to scrap the video and refilm it because it could have been better or this could have been better. I'm just like, girl, you are the person who sees your flaws magnified. You see your flaws under a magnifying glass. Like no one else sees it like that. So just take a step back, relax, and enjoy your time here, sweetheart. You are here for a good time, not a long time. I talk too much. Okay, let me see what else. Someone said, it's so many. I'm getting motherhood. Oh, you guys want to know about this? Let me tell y'all the story about how I became a mother. You know what? I'm gonna do that video next. I gotta figure out how I want to be respectful of the people that the story involves, but if you didn't want to become a story time, you probably shouldn't have come with the drama or brought drama into my life, right? Okay, let me see. What's this one? Someone said, I think you mentioned being an esthetician. Can you talk about your experience? When I was in school for aesthetics, there was a teacher, my main teacher. I liked her, I love her. I'm still friends with her on Facebook. She's the only one that I like. A lot of the girls love them, adore them. There was one situation when I was in school for aesthetics. I'll give you guys a quick little story time. There was a situation, I don't know how long this video is gonna be. It's already ridiculously long, but I'll tell you guys this story. Going to school for aesthetics, it was, I don't know what I would say about it. I felt like it was like, I feel like it was pointless, but it wasn't. I don't think that makes any sense, but like, hear me out. I'm gonna put some blush on. I'm using Milani Coral Crush Cream Blush. But as I was saying, so I feel like going to school for aesthetics was a waste of time, but then it wasn't. I learned so much, so that's why I feel like it wasn't. But I also feel like a lot of the stuff that I learned, I could have just Googled. I had a lot of hands-on experience at school, so that was a plus side, but I could have Googled it. I could have Googled it, tried it out on some people, and probably mastered everything that I learned that way. I'm gonna go on my lower lash line into this chocolate brown shade. It's called Browning Bruni, and I'm just gonna dust it a little bit along my lower lash line. So I'm gonna put on mascara though. I'm using the E.L.F. Big Mood mascara in the shade Black. But okay, so what ended up happening was when I was in school for aesthetics, I went to school with they were like majority Hispanics and whites. There were like a couple of blacks in there, maybe just like me and one other girl that I can remember. There was this one incident where this girl thought it was okay. She was a white girl. We used to do waxing, so we could wax each other and we waxed clients. So I remember one day we were in the classroom and there was this one girl, I think she may have been Polish, and she made a comment and she said, she was like talking like amongst her friends or whatever. And she was like something along it was so stupid and just ignorant, but she made a comment and she said something along the lines of not wanting to wax a black. When she said it, it was almost like time stopped, and she didn't see anything wrong with her saying this. And that was an even bigger issue, but that's a story for a later day. It was just the fact that when I tell you guys, God really had his hand on me, because those type of things and that type of ignorance, like I don't even have time to explain it to you. Like I would just much rather listen. But yeah, that was something that I definitely felt like deserved some type of disciplinary action, but nothing was done. So yeah, I'm using this Epic ink liner by NYX. It's in the shade Brown, and I'm just lining my upper lash line. So yeah, those are the type of scenarios and things that would happen in aesthetic school. I'm grateful for the people that I did meet, because I did meet some pretty amazing girls, but some of them were just, I was not a fan. And I remember once I graduated, I don't even know what she is. I don't know if she's like the administrative something, director something, whatever. She kept calling me. She was like wanting me to like give her review and stuff. I'm like, lady, I am trying to avoid telling these people or telling whoever that I wish I never even went to this school. But you like, yeah, you're gonna make me say it now. Like, what the? You guys, I bought so many new lip products yesterday when I went to the store. I don't even know which one I want to. I kind of want to put this one on. These are butter glosses. NYX has such amazing glosses. Their butter glosses are so good. This one is in the shade Butterscotch. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go on top of that with the shade Cinnamon Roll. Let's see how I like it. I don't hate it, but just not with this look. So I just took that lip off because I didn't like how that looked. So I'm gonna line my lips with Brown by NYX. I'm gonna use Sugar High. Is that the one I meant to use? No, it is not. Butterscotch. I'm gonna use Butterscotch. And then I'm gonna go on top with Sugar High. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of fortune cookie biscuit in the center. If you guys don't take anything from any of my videos, the NYX Butter Gloss, it's top 2 and it ain't number 2. I'm telling you, and I'm talking price-wise and quality. You see it? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed real quick, and then I will be right back to close out the video. And I realized that I forgot to put on highlight. So the highlighter that I'm using today is the Wet n Wild Golden Flower Crown. I don't really need any highlight, but I feel like with this color hair, I just want to glow. I'm gonna put a little bit of this in my inner corner. And we are done. I just want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in today's video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Also, go head over to my Instagram account, follow me over there at iamShelly. Special shout out and thank you to UNiceHair for partnering with me on today's video. I will have all of the details about the products used listed in the description box down below, so be sure to check that out as well. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!